Nicki Minaj on 5FM with Chan Lee. Before that, gave you the number one tune of the local top 5, DJ Kmo, 25K Reason, and SPK with the come up here on 5FM. So I did mention that I do have another very special interview happening. I don't normally do this, but you know, when special things happen on the Stir Up, you got to make some exceptions. And tonight is one of those nights where we're going to make an exception. We do have DJ EFN from Drink Champs in studio with us tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for coming through. You're also here with your colleague you mentioned.
Yeah,
off
Wrekonize of Mayday, the group Mayday.
DJ Wrekonize from Mayday. Thank you so much for coming through.
He's a DJ also.
I do
Yeah.
DJ also. I'm an MC by trade, but I do DJ as well.
Yeah, you could DJ your parties if you want.
All right. So
he does
you
bar mitzvahs also.
Oh, okay, clearly. You know, man of many trades. What else do you do? Do you like stand on one foot, juggle at the same time?
Yeah, all of that.
You know?
He has
Whatever you
twins now, so he's
I'm doing all that. Yeah, I got
juggling for real.
twin,
So you really are.
18 months old. Yeah, I got twins that are 18 months old. So I
Okay.
do pretty much everything right now.
Nice. Okay, well, welcome to South Africa, firstly.
Thank you very much.
So excited to actually have you in studio. Why exactly are you actually in South Africa in the first place? Because, you know, of all kind of countries you guys have visited, what kind of drew you to come to SA?
Well, this is why it was important that he sit down on this interview because, I mean, we wanted to come to South Africa regardless in our series. I don't know how much you know about the series, but
Yes.
Coming Home is a series, and this is the 6th film in the series that we go to different countries and we document our travels and learning about the country through hip-hop culture.
Yes.
And usually we tie it in with something we bring somebody back or something that ties in something from us to that country.
Yes.
So I went to Cuba. I'm Cuban American. My family's Cuban. I went to Cuba and I was following my roots. That's why, hence the name Coming Home.
Okay.
We went to Peru. We took one of our producers from Miami that's Peruvian. He went to Peru. Haiti, took a friend to Haiti, saying, you know, yada, yada. Well, Wrekonize, his father is from Cape Town.
Oh,
But
dope.
he's
Okay.
never been to South Africa.
Wow. Why?
He left
Well,
when-
welcome home.
Well, thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah, it's taken me like my whole life to get here. Yeah, I've been my father left when he was a child. He moved to
Okay.
England. I was born in England.
All right.
And moved to the States, and I've been in the States ever since. And I've
Okay.
been trying to find a way to get back here. Watching his movies, I told him, yo, if South
Okay.
Africa ever comes up on the
Yes.
list, sign me up. And here we are.
Yes, and here you are in South Africa. Have you enjoyed the journey? How long have you been here? I think you've been here for a few days.
3 days now. We're lost in time because of the travel time and the hours of
Yes.
difference.
Isn't that a bit crazy for you also to still need to reach out to people back home, you know, kind of get things done, but you're now in a different kind of time zone.
Yeah, it's absolutely
you know what I mean?
nuts. Yeah, I have a small child, so calling my girl and finding, checking up. It's like, hey, it's too early or it's too late.
Yes, I can imagine. But I'm loving the fact that you guys have actually decided to bring this to South Africa. I heard it's award-winning. You guys have obviously been going through to different countries, obviously trying to see what else is happening in the different countries. What have you experienced in South Africa that you want to take back home?
I mean, as of right now, it's just the camaraderie of hip hop. It's like we found it in every country, and it's just I'm scared to not find it in a country. Let's just say that.
Really?
Yeah, I'm hoping that it stays that way because as hip hop gets bigger and more commercialized or whatever, I don't have anything against the commercialization of hip hop.
Yes.
But I do feel that it's an art form, and I like to see it in its purest forms, and I'm trying to see what of the elements, whether it's b-boying, graffiti, DJing, MCing, what elements in each country thrive the most. Like in Vietnam, the dance, the b-boys and the b-girls were thriving more than anything.
Yes.
So it's just been really interesting. And usually when we go to these countries, because obviously the U.S. started it, it's evolving differently in the countries, and I love to be surprised of how the take on each country of their take on hip hop.
Yes, and obviously coming to different countries and for you to actually finalize and say, okay, we're going to South Africa, you must have done a bit of research, watched certain videos and checked out some MCs from South Africa. Is there any specific ones that you highlighted and been like, yo, man, he's really dope?
Well, to be 100% honest, I don't like to do research, and I'm going to tell you why.
Why? Okay.
Because I like it to be as organic as possible.
Nice.
I don't want it to change my idea and say, oh, I have to talk to this MC because he's the most popular MC. Now, if I get into country and they say, hey, this guy, you should talk to him, like we ended up talking to Reason today.
Yes.
Then of course we're going to go and talk to these people. But I want it to be an organic thing that happens, that we get into country, and what happens is we start talking to people, and then the doors start opening, and each artist starts telling this other artist, hey, you need to talk to these guys. And if they feel the vibe with us, because it has to be mutual. You know, maybe they think, you know, they don't talk to these guys. You know, they're not really about the culture.
Yeah.
We want it to be a mutual thing. So I don't do that much research. But I did hear about Reason before I did get out here. I'm not gonna lie. You know, and Casper, I heard about Casper as well. You know, and I've heard a lot about the scene as a whole, that it was a great scene out here.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know if Rek knew anything more about the scene.
To me, no, specific MCs I didn't know, but I heard like about the drive, which we've experienced in only 3 days. It's like coming from hip hop being so old in the States, the hunger is complacency sometimes. It gets a little bit tired, whereas here, the minute we touch down the first day, the hunger and all the MCs we've met so far has been very inspiring for me.
Yes. It's still a very young culture in South Africa, and for it to be accepted more, I should rather say. So I'm glad you guys are here. We're obviously going to get into a little bit more here on 5FM. If you are at home and you're listening and you want to ask a certain question or maybe a shout out, you can send it through on the WhatsApp line 082-550-5151. We'll be back in a few. 5FM with Buckeye. This is still the Stir Up. My name is MsCosmo. I do have some awesome people in studio with me tonight. I do have DJ EFN coming through. He's from Drink Champs. I've also got MC and DJ Wrekonize. They're here in studio. They're obviously here for a documentary that they're shooting called Coming Home South Africa. They've done a couple of these documentaries throughout the world on all of their travels that they've kind of gone to the different countries. Which one was your favorite country that you actually visited and shot a documentary for?
They're all my favorite. They're all my babies
really?
in terms of it's an independent production. It's a passion project. I mean, I would say the first one because it was, you know, my parents' homeland, Cuba, and it was the first time I even did any kind of a film project. But really, every single country has something special about it. Yeah. And so I couldn't pick one to say this is my favorite. Like, I hope South Africa's my favorite when we're done with it, you know?
Nice. Well, if you spend enough time here, you know what I mean? You'll be able to obviously engage and do all those things. But obviously, things kind of change with regards to the culture. Like you said, it's much older in the States compared to how young it is here in South Africa. What do you think the kind of differences or the changes have been in the hip-hop community to kind of get us to where we are today? Do you think things have vastly changed, or do you think like the basics of hip-hop are still kind of there?
You mean here or over there or in general?
Well, in general, I think because now the culture is no longer only belonging to the United States. It now belongs to the world.
I think that the culture as a whole, it seems that when we go to other countries, they are more into the culture side of it, the art form in terms of all the elements. They respect that hip-hop rap is the music of hip-hop. But everybody says hip-hop, they think of rappers. Yeah. But it's not. It's really a full-on culture with its own dancing, the DJing, the MCing. You know, there's the whole shenanigans of it. So I just believe that when these other countries, they really believe more in the art form and the culture, and they want to adhere to it. So like what they got from the States early on and how we were practicing it, they're trying to stick to that. And they kind of look at the States as we kind of maybe, you know, dropped off or sold out.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, that's what kind of consistently in every country they've been telling us.
But don't you think that's a case of just evolution of the music?
I mean, it depends on what you define as evolution. If a lot of money and pumped into art is evolution, I don't know necessarily, because what happens is when, you know, there's nothing wrong with making money. Yes. You know, we all need to feed our families. I keep saying that to everybody. Don't be mad at the person making money, but we have to understand when you infuse money into art, it corrupts art.
That's so true.
And that's just ultimately that's the truth.
Yes. That's so true. Has it been a difficult task for you to actually put these documentaries together? Because sometimes you obviously need to get cooperation from people. Obviously, you're trying to get certain things recorded. Maybe some people are a little bit, you know, edgy about actually being on the documentaries. How easy has it been for you to actually jump from country to country to actually get this done?
Well, I usually have great people on the ground that help me here. Silema-Rights, Tyler, these two guys have been great in helping us, you know, talk to people before we got here. And we have this whole spiel where we just tell people, like, talk to us because you feel it's mutually beneficial, you know, learn about who we are, and if you don't want to talk to us, cool, no problem. You know, to us it's just, we just want an organic, mutually beneficial process. And since we've been here, it's been nothing but great vibes, a lot of love from everybody we've met. And it seems like they appreciate that we're doing it, and we appreciate them, you know, even giving us the time to do it with them.
That's so awesome. Yeah. All right, so you guys came through, well, obviously Wrekonize as a MC, he's a DJ. Yes. So you also found another MC who you brought with you into studio tonight.
He brought us to the studio
tonight. Really? Okay.
This is his home.
So I've got, well, introduce yourself, sir.
Yo, what up, what up? Formerly known as Sledgy Lee, but yeah, my name is Silema-Rights.
Silema-Rights. Okay,
Yes.
give us a little bit of a background as to who you are and what your vibe is.
Yeah, well, I'm just like I'm a local MC, but then I'm also well known for winning a world championship of freestyle end of the week.
Nice.
Also won the Shizness mixtape competition in 2014. Killed a lot of cats on YFM battles with Mood. DJ.
Killing them MC killing, just to be
Okay.
clear.
Yeah. No, it's a hip hop show. I think we know.
Hey, I don't know. The feds might be listening. The US, they'll be listening.
Everybody's always listening. Uh-huh.
Yeah. So my record is quite extensive, just in terms of freestyling and spitting, and like also connected to the culture, So like we've been everywhere from Slages,
Yes.
which is a staple in terms of Kasi hip hop.
Definitely, yeah.
And then we linked up with the Grayscale fellas, which is like almost like Iapetus Records cats, cats from Basemental Platform, which is like the origins of when hip hop started, you know what I mean? So it's like just me myself, I'm just hip hop, man. I'm South African hip hop.
Nice. Is it important for you, DJ EFN, to find new talent that you can possibly even get into studio and work with the likes of Salama here?
I mean,
it's Silema.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Apologies.
It's important to find not only the new talent, but I want to talk to the pioneers. I've been doing this for a long time. I started spinning in '93 and started my company, and I'm still here today, thankfully doing drink champs with Noreaga. So it's very important to me that for everything that we have now, there's a before, and I want to explore how each country has evolved and developed, but I want to know about their pioneers and what it took for them, because maybe they're not doing it anymore, but there's a story there. Cool. There's a foundation, and I think that even sometimes the country I'm in, they don't even know that story, because it's a couple of cats that were pioneers and they don't do it anymore.
Exactly. I hear you. All right, so we're still in studio with the guys. Hit me up with some of your WhatsApp, some of your questions, some of your shout outs. 082-550-5151. That is the WhatsApp line. We're gonna get into a hot freestyle on our return. In the meantime, we're still celebrating the ladies here on 5FM. It is Women's Month, so we're going to be rocking females only on the show. This one in the back, Miss Nadia Nakai with Casper Nyovis. Muesli hanging out with Fresh Click on this one. It's called Sfunugwazi here on 5FM. And we're still hanging out with DJ EFN. Woo. Do you get that often?
EFN is terrible. Terrible since I started. I even made skits on mixtapes about it, but I'm used to it.
Oh, man. Especially when people are speaking fast. I'm sure they just kind of,
there's people that know me say it all the time. I'm like, what the?
All right. We've also got DJ and MC Wrekonize in the building, and Silema as well, who's going to be joining us for a freestyle here on 5FM. But we are also taking some of your WhatsApps and some of your questions for the guys in studio before we jump straight into the heat of the freestyle.
I don't think it would be fair not to talk about women this Women's Month here. So what I want to know from the guys is their take on female rappers here in South Africa, comparing them to the Americans or the other countries' rappers. Where would they rate them 1 out of 10?
Well, we also had another WhatsApp just to kind of add to this question. Obviously, he's asking about female rappers in South Africa, but there was another WhatsApp asking about South African hip hop as a whole and kind of what your take is on that. So, do you want to?
Yeah, I mean, we got to meet. We had the honor meeting Gigi Lemaine that was here. So she's did I say her name correctly?
Yes, you did. Yeah.
And she was dope. And what's funny is that with our films, some of the best MCs we've met have been female MCs.
The girls, yes.
In general, I think hip hop needs more women.
Yes.
Like my favorite MCs, from back in the days was Queen Latifah, MC Light, and all those cats. So I really feel that in general, hip hop needs more women in it.
Nice. Yes, the females always come through with the fire. I know there was obviously some controversy with regards to Jermaine Dupri also saying some stuff about the girls are basically strippers and things have kind of changed with regards to the raps. They're not really bringing their finesse through. Right. Do you think a lot of females are perpetuating that idea, or do you think they're actually coming with the bars?
I think they're coming with the bars. I mean, I can't really speak on how women want to market themselves. That's their right to do whatever they want to do. Yeah. But I think that all the women that are currently big in hip hop right now, they got the bars to be there.
Yes.
Regardless. And there's more women. I think the industry needs to make room for more women in it. I want to shout out from our coming home Vietnam, Suboy. She's an incredible female MC. She's huge. And from Cuba, Denai Suarez. And there was a couple La Prince in Peru. And while we're on females, I want to shout out my girl who's listening to this in the States right now, and she's with our baby daughter, so shout out to my girl Karina right now.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Hey, not so hard after all. All right, so we're going to get straight into the hard part here on 5FM. We're going to get into the freestyle. So MC and DJ Wrekonize is going to give us a taste of what he's got, as well as Silema, who's going to be repping South A for us here tonight. I think we're all excited and we're ready to rumble. Let's get to it. Are you good?
Yeah. Hey, yeah. Coming home, South Africa. Here we are. It's been quite a ride so far. Let's recognize. Hey, check it out. Hey, MsCosmo. Listen, Wrekonize is in the house to rock though. Off the top flow. Listen, when I locked though, I just came to hear it and I rocked a hip hop show. Drank a couple bottles, labels blacker than my socks though. I just came to rock now, do it for my people. I let them know it's Wrekonize and yes, there be no equal. When I come into the studio, yes, I came to rock. I let them know that coming home, South Africa, a one-stop shop. Hey, I heard now, they give me Mike is crazy. Ladies got a month, I think they need a lifetime, baby. Hey, you know I came to rock the exercise. It just be your boy from Mayday, Miami is Wrekonize. Hey, I chrome these battles like Gattaca. I let them know that I just batter you in South Africa. I'm trying to do it now, I rock it now. I hit the clips, I'm trying to hit and visit every single township. You know it's Wreck, I got them bars. It's strange music in the house, I'm going extra far. I do it now, you know I how to do it in the cut. It's freestyling these bars, I got it for the stirring up. Let's go, yeah.
Yeah.
One time.
So dope. That is a DJ Wrekonize here on 5FM. We're going to get into Silema's freestyle in a moment. We're going to let him warm up just a little bit and rip South the way he's supposed to. Rouge on 5FM with Shebang Wano. We're still hanging out with the homies here in studio. DJ EFN, DJ Wrekonize just dropped a hot freestyle. Yeah. And we've got Silema, who's going to be repping South with his hot freestyle here on 5FM. And of course, we're obviously going to be chatting to the guys a little bit after that, just to find out what else they're working on and what more to look forward to. But yeah, man, without further ado, I think we're going to get straight back into the heat of the freestyle. Ready to rumble?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, what up? Salute DJ EFN of Drink Champs. I'm in the whole Miami team. Silema-Rights on the microphone. Salute MsCosmo, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, about to do it like this, you know what I'm saying? Okay, yes. 1, 2. Check it. I spit the fire with force, inspire your loss, retire your boss. Plus I come from a long line of freedom fighters in wars. When my pops was on house arrest, he would still slide from the porch. Long before I was born, I was trapped inside of these bars. When my timer was my age, he wasn't riding with dogs. The devil's inside of your laws. He was riding with gods, and not because of religion. Apartheid was the cause. So even though I'm not a Christian, I'm a child of the cross. My mom's was also in the struggle, fighting for mines and for yours, defying and raw. Kill a devil behind the door. My pops must have seen the universe inside of my ma. Queens line up with gods, I'm a child of the stars. Born as a young god, trying so hard, fighting the odds. Learning that the only thing that come from violence is scars. Getting dumb buzzed inside of the club, riot and scorch. Nobody knows the hunger pain that dwells inside of my heart. Divided we fall, snitches try to divide us in parts. United we stand, united even inside of the courts. Cause we broke but government keep heightening the cost. And the world is trapped in darkness, but my mind is the torch. Bring light to the lost like 544's firing off. Politicians don't walk the walk, I'm getting tired of talk. Keep saying that we free, but they lying with George. He took freedom to Iraq, now they dying in scores. Slave drivers use whips, keep us in line with their laws. Trump fast with the whip like he was driving a Porsche. I damage the whip, cause when I ride it off. Slave drivers ain't even safe when they inside their garage. No time to try sliding off, break down your tires and parts. Life is harsh, leave you with partial of the pie that you floss. I'm the truth, all these brothers do is lie like a corpse. I'm fly like a hawk, keep it martial like a Chinaman's arts. I love women, so as soon as I stepped inside of the yard, she untightened her shorts, asked me if I'd like a massage, but I ain't married, you know. I'd like to, I'm married to the microphone. She ain't like all these broads. Got on my and popped the question. No time for a pause. Told her it's around me. Your whole cipher revolves. Up all night, writing you bars. Cause you up all night telling me other rappers is liars and frauds. Since I was 9 to be inside of my thoughts. 10 more years to be 24. Thinking you when I recite 24s. Don't trip, ma. The condom stay inside of the drawers. And when it comes to microphones, I'm used to grinding it raw. Don't stop though. They say I got a dark flow. Hey yo, how you say you gon' spit, but you not hot though? Me, I spit it and I spit it. Tell them niggas stop though. Why? Because they not doing it on MsCosmo.
Yes. Thanks for the shout out. That was so dope. That was yo, you ripped us hard. Nice one, really nice freestyle. Really dig that.
Silema-Rights in the building.
Yes, indeed. Silema-Rights in the building. All right. And there's my technical things going out the window with that one. All right, so thank you so much for joining us in studio. Really enjoyed that. I really hope you're going to get more out of South Africa so that you can see how many really dope MCs we actually have. There's plenty who've obviously gone overseas and tried to do some stuff over there. Right. Hopefully they can get in contact and you guys can do more stuff.
Well, talking about females, when we go to Cape Town, we're going to see D Koala, right?
Yes, she's really dope. I like her. She's got a really dope come up happening right now. So you need to get in touch with her.
And a bunch of other MCs and just everybody that's involved in the culture.
How long are you in South Africa for?
Total is like 8 or 9 days. It's not that long. So what we tell people is that this is not a documentary film about your entire scene. It's a snapshot through our travels here. All right. And what we hope to do is inspire people to dig more into what's going on, see it and just want to just find out more about you guys and about the artists that we meet and in the country. It's more about just hip hop. To me, it's just more about learning about the country as a whole as well.
All right, cool. Well, thank you very much for joining us tonight, gentlemen. Really appreciate your time. Apologies, I couldn't offer you anything to drink. Unfortunately, we don't do that here. Otherwise, I'll get fired.
Drink champ style here?
No.
We're not gonna make some noise?
No. Because then things get out of hand. Things that we're not allowed to say on radio start happening. People start revealing secrets that we're not supposed to say.
That's why we have drink champs.
Did you see the sign on the door? No drinks or food allowed inside.
Oh, put it away.
Hopefully, we'll be able to actually bring drink champs over to South Africa sooner or later, and you'll be able to mingle with more MCs in South Africa.
A lot of fans out here that I've been surprised. Not surprised, but it's been pleasant to run into fans.
In the age of the internet, we're able to kind of engage with that type of content. Right. So big ups to what you guys are doing.
Thank you.
Really enjoy the fact that you guys try and bring a fun side to hip hop and not make it also serious and bars and skills and you know what I mean. So big ups for that. And man, keep on putting the culture forward.
Thank you. Crazyhood.com, drinkchamps.com. Check us out.
Yes. And there you have it. That is DJ EFN, DJ Wrekonize, and Silema in studio with us tonight. Still have more music coming up for you. And of course, we've got a couple of new heat songs to check out before the beatbox mix.